Hello, everybody. So today we have with us Miss Holy Sie with us. She's CEO of Mom Work, and she's also into other quite interesting entrepreneurial activities. So let's head over to Miss Holy and get to know more about her. Hello, Holy. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How
And
about you?
doing good. And thank you for sharing the time and speaking with us.
Thank you so much for having me as well.
Thank you. So, can you please tell us a bit about how your mother named you Holy? I think it's quite interesting how the name, your name is.
Ah, really? Oh yeah, first of all, happy Holi. In
Oh,
India,
oh,
you're
you know about
celebrating it
Holi?
yesterday, right?
You know about this festival?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I keep saying this kind of, greetings to all of my Indian friends. Happy Holi from Holi.
Yeah, happy Holi to you as well, Holi. Holy,
Yeah,
holy,
okay.
holy, holy.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, sure.
So it's the celebration of color, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
my background
exactly.
also full of colors.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, so my mother named me Holy because of, a song. Because she was a singer in the church. And there's a song which has a title, Holy, Holy, Holy.
Yeah,
So maybe for those who was, raised in the church know this song. It was in the first page of the songbook. So when I was born, my mom looked at it and then said she's supposed to be named Holy. So here I am because she said the name Holy is very rare because as you can see, the percentage of people whose name is Holy is very little, right?
yeah.
But I was thankful because of this name as well. I can keep my path straight in doing business as well.
Yeah, good, good. So, can you please tell about your education background and where are you from?
Okay, so I'm from Indonesia, originally from Indonesia. And then I was until my high school, I still doing everything in Indonesia. And then after that, something happened with my parents' economy. Their business, their company, um, got something, um, a problem financially. So we are broke up. The company collapsed, so I cannot continue my journey in the education. So one thing leads to another. I had one I can call you it's like an opportunity to continue my study in Japan through scholarship. So I applied for it. And then thank God at that time I was lucky enough because back then it's quite difficult to find information, right? There's no Google, there's no internet. So I
Yes.
have to find all the information using phone call, and then from a book, a very thick book which is called Yellow Pages,
Yes,
very
yes,
thick
I
book.
know, I
It's
know.
a
Yes.
directory book. So I search all the information
Oh,
using that yellow book.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, so at that time I was lucky enough because there was an opening for one university in Japan, and then they had an opportunity for students to apply for the scholarships, and I applied for it. And then um, long story short, I got the scholarships, and I flew to Japan. That's how I got my education.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's very good. So Holy, so apart from mom work, I believe you're also into other platforms, other entrepreneurial activities such as Reform, Etiquette, and Labor Hub. Can you please give it a brief about what are these entrepreneurial activities about?
Oh yeah, this one
Yeah, the
on the
one.
top. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe people will get confused. What is that, right? So the journey started when I was going back from Japan. At that time, um, we are looking for house for us to stay, right? And then at that time, it was quite difficult for us to find house because we cannot get any credit from the bank. And then even though we applied for so many banks, it was always rejected. So we cannot find a house to live in. But we were lucky enough. We still can had an apartment, a very small apartment in the center of Jakarta. But at that time, I was thinking that this kind of problem is quite crucial because in Indonesia, we still need approximately 13 million houses. Can you imagine that? The demand for housing is 13 million houses. And then, people cannot afford to buy houses in Indonesia. So because of this kind of problem, so me and my husband started to have this, reform. We are building houses using, the land. We collaborate with the landowner. So we didn't purchase the land. We collaborate the landowner, and then we build houses. We ask for the permission. We make all the the floor design and everything, and then we build the houses. That's why this company, this so-called reform, begins.
Yeah.
So after that, during pandemic, I was like staying at home doing nothing, and then I was thinking, um, it's not only me who suffered from the pandemic, but also other moms as well. So I was thinking how to help other moms. So this is how the mom work begins. So we are creating a platform to educate, to elevate, and also to empower moms so they can have their business start from their own house. So that's how mom work begins.
Okay. So, can you please tell us about your journey as an entrepreneur? What inspired you to start mom work?
Um, so at that time, mm, I know from my own experience that um, for raising a family is not that simple, right? It's
Yes, yes, yes.
there are so many struggles, especially for a family who has only one source of income, which is
Yeah,
only from the husband side. So because of this problem, usually the family will will have problems with the kids as well. With all the fights in the house, they also cannot afford for good education, cannot afford for good food, and then supplement for their kids. It's going to affect for the kids and then for the human resource in Indonesia in the future, in the long run. That's why I was thinking how uh, I can make a small step. At least this small step can help, you know, my country to get better in the future.
yeah,
Well, at least that's a legacy from me.
yeah. Okay. So what are the challenges you face when starting mom work?
Hmm. Yeah. Actually, there are so many challenges because, um, you know, um, for starting, especially for, asking other moms, you know, educating them. Hey, mom, do you want to work from home? Do you want to start your own business from home? It's not that simple because they also need to be educated, right? They need to have their mind switch from a stay-at-home mom into a businesswoman, right? So we have to educate them first about the financial thing, how to separate the private and then the business account, and then how about time management. You know, um, being a mom, maybe people said it's simple, but being a mom and also an entrepreneur, it's another different story, right? That's
Exactly.
also need to be right. Yeah, we have to teach them about the time management. It's not that simple. How to divide your time, as a mom, as the CEO of the company, and then also as a person, we call it the doing all the chores in the house, right?
Yeah,
And then you also have kids. How about their education? Because you still have to teach them. Many moms find struggles because their kids are not that good at school, so they have to teach them again when their kids are arriving home, right? So
yeah,
it takes time as well. So the
yeah,
time management, that's the challenges I faced when I was starting mom work.
yeah. So these are the challenges they face. Huh? The same kind of challenges people face in India as well. It's just kind of a similar story, Indonesia and India. Similar kind of story.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So maybe
the
we share the same story, right?
same story. So, for example, when I used to go to school and all that, my mother used to do the housework. Then she used to teach me and my elder brother as well. So the work also, housework also, and teaching the kids as well. Then it's become the multiple kind of thing on the
Indeed,
mothers.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I believe you started small businesses in high school. How did these early experiences shape your entrepreneurial journey?
Oh yeah, for that one. So, when I told you before, that my parents' business collapsed,
Yeah,
at that time as well, I I cannot afford to go to school actually. So that's why I started to make um things, you know. For example, I make the bracelet, I make the hairpin and
yeah,
everything, including bags.
yeah,
So after that, I sell it to my friends. Thank God at that time my friends would like to purchase things from me, so I can have my own income. I can
yeah,
say income because at that time,
yeah,
for me it's a very huge money because I can pay with that money, the money I got from selling things. I can pay for the tuition fee. I can pay for the transportation and also including the food I have to eat at school.
yeah,
So I think because of that experience, I get used to think about how to you know to earn for my own life. So when I was going to Japan, I also did the same. So I sell Indonesian products there in Japan, in
great.
a place which is called Shotengai. It's like um, shop house near the station. So
Wow.
we sell Indonesian products over there, and so we sometimes also participate in the flea market selling Indonesian products. So by doing that, I can afford to live there, even though people keep saying that living in Japan is quite expensive, and then my parents also didn't afford me with the money, right? So by doing that, I can afford my own living in Japan.
Yeah. So you faced challenges, including supporting yourself through college. Can you share a specific instance where you overcame adversity and what lessons did you learn from it?
Yeah. Um, when we're talking about when I was in my university life, right?
Yeah. Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So because I was living in another different country, I cannot even speak the language by the time I arrived there.
Yeah.
It's, there are so many cultural shocks I faced
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
arriving there.
Yeah.
And then about the price as well, everything was because, there was, like a small calculator here in my brain,
Yeah.
always, calculating how much is the price in my currency, always like that. So when I would like to purchase something, I always calculate first, and then if it's like too expensive, I put it back again, search for another things which is cheaper, always like that. So at that time, I was struggling a lot. So um, I I went from one place to another, finding information about how to have business in Japan. So people keep giving me advice, right? So by participating in the small communities in the area, because they always have this kind of events. For example, in the city I was spoke before, there was events which is called the Beppu Festival. There is the flea market, and during Christmas they also have spaces for us to open the booths. So by doing that, I also can find some data, right? Which one is sellable, which one is not. So that is the thing that can help me when I'm trying to open some opportunity for myself in
Yeah.
doing this in another different country.
Yeah. You mentioned that mom work is a community platform. How important is community to you?
Well, for me, this community is very important because it's like a supporting partner. You know, it's quite different. For example, if you are living, by yourself alone, when you face a problem, there's no one to talk with. There's no one to support you. It's kind of lonely, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing business, everything is not, going according to what we plan. And, you know, it feels like, hey, I'm on my own. I'm alone. Nobody here to help me. But in mom work, we are a community partner for the moms. So by the time they are starting their journey, even though it's not that simple, it's not that easy, but we are there to help you. I mean, like, we might not give you, the financial help, no, but we are here to hear you. We are here to support and then maybe coaching you. So this is very important, especially for moms, because I believe that moms doesn't have, a lot of times for doing this, right?
Yeah.
So if they can have those friends who can be, their supporting partner, it will help them a lot, in their spirit. So they can keep moving forward, keep pushing themselves against all the hurdles.
Yeah. So, what are your goals for the future of mom work?
So very simple. I want Indonesian moms to be able um, financially independent. So if they can be financially independent, they have more money to be spent for the children, especially for the education, and then also for their own, for example, for buying yourself, you know, a good clothes, buying yourself a good shoes, for example,
Yeah.
and then giving yourself a good, for example, me time, going to hair salon to have your hair do, and then have a massage or something like that. If you don't have enough, spare money for doing that, I believe that, you know, as a mom, you will suffer a lot because you want, so many things, but you have priorities, and your priority will go to your children,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's nothing left for you at all.
Yeah.
So I want all the moms in Indonesia to, um, at least they can have their own life back,
Yeah.
and then also after that they can reach their dreams. I believe there are so many moms, has to let go
Yeah.
all of their dreams once
Yeah.
they get married and have kids, right? So I
Yeah.
want all their dreams to come, you know,
Yeah.
revive again.
Yeah. So, as a successful entrepreneur mother yourself, what advice do you have for moms to achieve healthy work-life balance?
Well, to achieve a balanced life,
Yeah,
it,
balanced life.
it's not that easy. Yeah, I know it's not easy. Even I have to struggle how to balance everything between my life as a mom and then as a wife and then for my business, right? So one thing that I can say is first is delegate the task. If you can delegate the task, um, it also will help the company to grow,
Yeah.
and also it will help you to giving more time for you to do other things. And then number two, after delegating the work, the task, you have to give priority, make a simple priority. Which one is the number one priority for the day? Maybe, if we have to make it like in a monthly or like in a year, it's going to be difficult because,
Yeah.
a life of a mom is, like a wave, up and
Mm.
down, right? So making a list for one day, what is the priority for the day is quite crucial. So first, as I mentioned before,
Yeah.
delegate, and then after that, try to make the priority. Which one is
Yeah.
your priority, the top priority for the
Yeah.
day?
So, you're a role model for aspiring female entrepreneurs, particularly mothers. What message of hope and inspiration would you like to share with our audience?
The role model.
Yeah, means you are a role
Yeah.
model for everyone who's watching this video. What
Oh, really?
message do you have for all of us?
Okay. So it's quite blushing because you mentioned
And
me as a role model.
so it's
So
a brief what you like share with us.
Yeah. So I think what I'm trying to say is don't be afraid to try, even though when you're trying, you're going to fail. Because for me, failure is a step for reaching to your successful journey. Without failure, you don't have that, that
Yeah,
step for
yeah,
reaching your goal.
yeah,
So for all the moms or people who's watching, please don't worry if you want to try. Keep trying, even though you're fail. Maybe you can call me, you can contact me. I'll be there for you to support you. And um, don't don't be afraid to have a dream, because I believe, when you have your dream, you set up your goals, you can achieve it, because without a dream, your life will be nowhere, only there for the rest of your life.
yeah. So, what advice would you like to give to entrepreneurs who are looking to make a difference in the world?
For those entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
I would like to say that um, thank you so much for being a good entrepreneur. Because there are so many people keep us, giving a wrong support for those who would like to become an
yeah,
entrepreneur. People will say, why don't you just work in the company? You will have a stable income. When I try that path, it's going to be difficult. So for those who would like to become entrepreneur, thank you so much, because I believe those entrepreneurs can make, a huge difference.
yeah,
Maybe not now, but maybe, after 5 years, 10 years, you go to that path, you
yeah,
can see a lot of different things because you took that path.
yeah. So, with regards to success you have received in life, what advice would you like to give to people who want to achieve success?
Well, um, the term success, is quite intriguing, because success for me may be different with your successful, right? So define your own success term, because people kind of maybe say that if I have this amount of money, I can call myself successful.
Yeah,
But for other people, let's say for a mom,
yeah,
if I can make my kids go to university, that's
yeah,
successful, right? For other, maybe, hey, if I can wake up at least at 5 o'clock this morning, it's another successful for me. So there are so many
yeah,
different terms for people.
yeah,
The word success. So
yeah,
define your own successful terms,
yeah,
and then after that, try to build, a bridge how
yeah,
to go to that
yeah,
goal, because without defining that goal, we cannot reach it. Just like, when you want to go out, and then you say to Google Map, I want to go out,
yeah,
and then you have to find, where do you want to go, right?
yeah,
Without defining that, Google Map also cannot give you the
yeah,
path. So this is also the same, like our lives.
yeah,
By giving a good goal, then somehow,
yeah,
it's like, it's called the law of attraction.
yeah,
God will direct you
yeah,
to the path you need to go to reach
yeah.
that goal.
And what advice would you like to give to your younger self?
For my younger self, oh my God, yeah, if I can give a message to my younger self, maybe I can say, uh, good job.
Yeah. And
Thank you for everything. I would like to say to myself, thank you, because at that time people said I'm crazy, because I took a different path
yeah.
with other kids on my age, but I was so thankful because I took that path.
And if anyone in our audience wants to contact you, how can they do that?
Mhm. Yeah. If they would like to contact me, maybe they can go to my LinkedIn. You just type my name, Holy Sie, like this, like the one in the screen, Holy Sie. They can find me over there, or they can write down emails to me, or connect me through the social media, Instagram. I also appear in Instagram.
Okay.
Just write down Holy Sie. You can find me there.
Okay, Holy. So thank you very much for your time. Very grateful for sharing such valuable information with us. Thank you so much, Holy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.